Hello everyone, welcome to Real Civil YouTube channel. Uh, we are going to start a new video series which will be based on tutorials of SAP 2000 software. So we are going to analyze and design this building, and we will perform all the static and dynamic cases using the SAP 2000 software. So this is our building. This is the plan view, and second here you can see the elevation of the building. Then all the building details are given here, like material properties are given, floor to floor height, ground level, plinth level, parapet height is given. Okay, sections are given, loads are given. Okay, so in this first video we'll first do the material properties, section properties, and modeling. So these three things we will cover in our first video. So let's get started. So if you click on SAP 2000, this window will be there. Go on file, new model. Here make sure the units are kilonewton meter. Okay, and then we'll choose the option grid only. Now in the grid, here you can see number of grid lines in x direction, y direction, z direction, grid spacing, and first grid line location. Okay, so in our plan, here you can see there are four grid lines in x direction as well as in the y direction. And for z, here you can see z1, z2, z3, z4, z5, z6. That means 6. Okay, so 4, 4, and here it will be 6. Now grid spacing in x direction. So the grid spacing in x direction, here you can see 5 meter center to center. Okay, so in x direction it will be 5 meter. For y direction it is 3 to 3, so it is not uniform. So now we will keep it as a 3, later on we will change it. Okay, and in z direction, that is in the elevation, you can see 1.2 and then 3.1. So we'll give the 3.1 and later we will edit. Okay, first grid line location, so we will start from 0. So all x, y, z will start from 0 onwards. Okay, now click on OK. Okay, let's modify our grid line. So go to define and coordinate system grids. Here modify show system. Now here you can see x direction, x1, x2, x3, x4 all are at 5 meter, but in y direction it is 3, 2 and 3. Okay, so x grid data is okay. In y, first ordinate is at 3 meter, second will be at 5 meter, and then next will be at 8 meter. Okay, so 3, 2 and 3, that will be the spacing, right? Now for z grid data, you can see it is 1.2. So here 1.2, later you have to add 3.1. So here it will be 1.2 plus 3.1, then 4.3 plus 3.1, 7.4 plus 3.1, and then 10.5 plus 3.1. Okay, so this is our system in elevation and in the plan. So we have modified the grid line as per our required. Okay, now just click on OK. Click on OK again. Now next thing we have to do is we will start the defining the material. So go to define material. In material, we have been asked to define M20 grade and FE415 steel. So go to add new property, material, select here India, concrete and M20. Just click on OK. Then here instead of concrete, now select rebar and HYSD grade 415. Click on OK. Now we have defined M20 and HYSD 415. Click on OK again. Now we have to define the section properties. So here you can see we have to define column of 300 by 450 and beam is also 300 by 450. Okay, so go to define section properties, frame section, add new property. Here click on concrete and rectangle. Now first is our column 300 by 450. Let me check once again. Yes, 300 by 450. Now here 450.450 and 0.300 depth is more. Now here in material select M20 and then here concrete reinforcement. Uh, Here HYSD 415 and the member should be designed as column. So select column. Then remaining properties are there. Longitudinal bar, you can select the bars here also. Okay, like 12 mm, 16 mm, you can select these things also, right? Number of bars in longitudinal direction. Okay, so we are not going in that detail here. And last, check and design. So make sure you have reinforcement to be designed. Reinforcement to be checked is for existing building. Here it is for design. We want software to design the reinforcement. Slow. So click on OK. Click on OK. Right now, again concrete. Now we will define beam, or we can say exterior beam 300 by 450. So again here 450 and 300. It is in meter, so point. Now select the material M20, concrete reinforcement. Make sure it is beam. Okay, HYSD 415, HYSD 415. Here cover can be 25 and remaining things there is no need to change. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now we will add a copy of the property and here we'll give the name interior beam, interior beam, and that is also of same size 300 by 450. Remaining data, as we have made the property copy, so all the data will be same. Okay, now click on OK. Now again add copy of property. Now here we'll give the name terrace exterior beam. Again size will be same, 300 by 450. Remaining things will be same, you just need to click on OK. Again we'll make add copy of the property. Now here it is terrace interior beam 300 by 450. Remaining things just click on OK. Now we have exterior interior beams, and for terrace it is separate and column is there. Now click on OK. Now here we'll select the window XY, and if you go here uh, at the right most left to the global, there is a coordinate system, means where we are in the plan, in the elevation, that data is given there. So right now we are at the first floor, x0, y0 and z0. First we will mark the columns, and to mark the column we need to work in the elevation. Okay, so this is the plan view. Now here you can see we are in the xz, and this is 0 0 10 and 15. Okay, now let's start the modeling. Here draw frame is the option. Now there is a column 300 by 450. Now we will start the drawing the column. So one by one we'll mark the columns. You just need to left click, and to go back right click, so that command remains active, and then you can restart. Okay, I think we have modeled the columns here. Now at the ends we'll assign the fixed support. So select all the joints, go to assign joints, restrain, and we want the fixed support, so click on here fixed fast restraint, first option, click on apply, click on OK. Now the fixed support is assigned. Now we will mark the beam also. So go here, as you can see we have selected the exterior side, so go and select the exterior beam. Now just click so that we can mark the exterior beam. Okay, now this is the terrace level, so we will select the terrace exterior beam. Okay, now our one frame is complete. Now we can replicate the same frame at the end also, at the opposite end. So for that you can select this entire frame. Okay, now we need to reflect this frame. Now right now here you can see in the right window 3D view, this is the point. Okay, so we need to copy to this end. So how much is the distance? This is 3 meter, then 2 meter and 3 meter. So we need to uh, replicate this at 8 meter. So go to edit, replicate is the option. Now the direction, here y direction is the in which we want to replicate at a distance of 8 meter, and the number of steps will be only 1. Click on apply, click on OK. Now you can see the same is been replicated at the end. Now again, uh, here you can see we are at xz plane, y is equal to 0. Now we will go further using this arrow. Now here you can see in 3D view also you can see now we are at this point, that is in xz plane we are at a distance of 3 meter, means at right in 3D view you can see this 2 mark, 2 number. So we are at this frame. Okay, now we will draw the column once again. So we'll quickly mark these columns side by side. You can see in the 3D view also the columns are getting marked. The benefit of the doing this type of thing in SAP 2000 is we can apply the load easily. So this is the way we have to model in SAP 2000. Now we want to mark the beams. Now we are in the internal frame. So in internal frame we will go with interior beam. Okay, before that we'll assign the fixed support, and then we will mark the beams. So select the joints, go to assign joints, restraints, select the first option in fast restraint, that is fixed support, apply, OK. Now we will mark the beams. Now the frame is interior, so interior beam option is there. So we'll start the marking. Now at the top, that is terrace, now the option will be terrace interior beam. Okay, now we will replicate this frame at a distance of 2 meter. In 3D you can see the blue color line is there. Okay, light blue. So same will be at a distance of 2 meter in y direction, right? So select the entire frame and go to edit, replicate. In y direction it is now at a distance of 2 meter. Okay, so in y direction we have frames at 0, 3, 2, 3. That is the spacing, that means 0, 3, 5 and 8. Now click on apply. Click on OK. Now you can see the one side of the frame is completed. Now similarly we will go in YZ plane. Now in YZ plane right now you can see we are at a distance of 15 meter. So we will start from 0, x is equal to 0, using this arrow. Okay, now you can see we are at initial point. Now here we will mark again this frame. Here you can see in the right window light blue color, that is the exterior frame. So we will mark the exterior beams. Okay, now draw frame. Here go with exterior beam. Now I'll quickly mark these beams. Once you practice, you will get comfortable with the software. So initially you have to work out the same example 2 to 3 times. Then you can become fluent. Now we want to mark the beam terrace exterior. Select and mark. Okay, now same will be replicated at a distance of 15 meter, right? So here you can see in the right window, you see in 3D view light blue color. Now same will be reflected at a distance of 15 meter, because it will be same. So just select, go to edit, replicate. Now it will be in the x direction. So here first make it 0 in x direction at a distance of 15 meter. We are going to replicate this and number will be 1. Apply. Okay. Now using this cursor we will move ahead. That means we will be at this frame. You can see in light blue color in 3D view. Now we are at a distance of x is equal to 5 meter. Now it will consider it is an internal frame. So we have to mark the internal beams. Interior beam. Now this is the last frame. Next frame will be replicated. Okay, now at last it is terrace interior beam. Yes, now we have to replicate this. Select this entire frame and replicate it by 5 meter. Edit, replicate. Here it will be 5 meter and step will be 1. Click on apply. Click on OK. Now you can see the entire frame is modeled. Now we'll select the XY plane. Okay, so this is the footing level, the foundation, fixed support. Now we want to mark the slab. To mark the slab, we have to first define the section property. So it will be defined as area section and keep it as a shell. Go to add new section, give the name to the section. We'll give the slab 150, and here you have to select the membrane thickness 150, 0.150, and bending also 150. So there are two actions, the membrane and bending. So keep it 150. Now here make sure it is EM20 and type is shell thin. Okay, so just click on OK. Remaining things will be same. click on OK. Now here you can see xy plane at z is equal to 0. That means we are at the foundation level. Now we have to move up. Now we are at 1.2 meter. So this is our plinth level. So again at the plinth level there won't be any slab. So go to next level, that is 4.3. So here there is an option quick draw. Make sure it is slab 150 and just click on the between these rectangular openings. The slab will be modeled. Okay, to check you can go with the select mode. Now here you can see your slabs are modeled. Okay, if you go to the next floor, okay, here if we click then there won't be anything. So again repeat the same process, slab 150, make sure the cursor yes, and then just click, left click. Okay, we will once again check. Okay, no problem. Once again move to the next frame. Okay, we'll check once again. Yes, now go to the terrace and we'll repeat the same process. Okay, now check all the slabs are marked here. Yes. um, we'll stop here. This is the modeling part. You just try to repeat with the data that I have given. In the next part we'll see how to apply the loads. Now the next sessions will be of smaller duration because this is the main part. Now we have defined all the things separately, so applying the load will be very easy. Okay, so thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.